Hey you guys, this is Sasha and welcome back to my channel. If you are new, welcome. And if you're coming back, thank you so much. So today I'm talking all about my nutrition supplements slash TTC supplements you can use if you are just trying to balance your hormones and the health of your life so that you can be the best version of yourself. So if you are interested, go ahead and stick around. So I've got several supplements that I'm going to be talking about today. And the very first one is going to be my Prenatal. If you are new to my channel, I am trying, my husband and I, for baby number 4. Our first child was born in 2015. And unfortunately, that resulted in a full-term stillbirth. She passed away 2 days prior to her due date. And then I was blessed to have my son Josiah in 2016 and Caleb in 2018. And so they have been great blessings, but we would just like one more, preferably a little girl if we can. But we are just really excited. I had my Mirena I.U.D put in right after my son Caleb was born in September of 2018 and had it removed in July of 2020. So just shy of 2 years. Since then, it's been a whole bunch of wonkiness with my hormones in my body and my life. Resulting in me gaining weight, hormonal acne, and all types of things. So even though this is around a TTC journey, these are things that when you're dealing with birth control or just hormone imbalance that I'm going to be discussing. A disclaimer, I am not a doctor or any kind of medical physician. I am just a woman trying to find my way through this thing called life and balance my hormones effectively. So my first vitamin that I take, and I don't take all the time, but with everything going on in the world and then just sometimes you got cold and flu season, I have been taking vitamin C as needed. One thing that people don't know when it comes to health is if you're TTCing or you're pregnant, vitamin C helps with womb and tissue restoration. So it helps strengthen those tissues, make them stronger, and just make the overall womb atmosphere a little bit healthier, and it's an immune booster. So I've been taking it to boost my immune because I got a little bit of runny nose-itis from my 4-year-old. He goes to school you know, we got school germs. I'm teaching from home, so I didn't have school germs this year, but I finally caught it, took these vitamin C's, and was feeling better literally within a day or two. So the next vitamin I'm going to talk about is the omega-3 fish oil. So a lot of people take fish oils. I originally started taking fish oil because I was running and I've done cheerleading track and I have beat up my joints, particularly my knees. And then in 2016, the end of October, 15, right after I had my daughter, I got hit head on and had a broken bone in my foot and walked around a whole month not knowing it. So once you have any kind of broken bones or anything, sometimes you have joint discomfort or arthritis will set in. So I really started taking the omega-3 fish oils as a way to kind of help with my joint health, but it has a load of other benefits. So some of the other benefits that it has is it helps with EPA as well as DHA. And you'll hear those a lot when it comes to pregnancy, especially the DHA, because it's really just good. It helps to prevent preeclampsia, low birth weight. It helps you if you have issues with being like preterm, which means you go into labor earlier. So it helps with that as well. So fish oil definitely has a lot of benefits. And you'll hear this also mention these same benefits in the next vitamin or supplement I'm going to talk about. So vitamin D3, as African American, if you're an African American woman like myself, I am more deficient. So when I do my annual blood panels, I'm a little bit more deficient in vitamin D. And the best source, of course, is the sun. But I live in the Midwest, and just today it was snowing in April. What? But I do take this, and I take 250 mcgs. But anyway, I take 2 of these every single day, and it also helps with improving low birth weight. And the reason why I really like that is because all of my children were between 4 and 5 pounds. So my daughter was 4'11", which I think some of that had to do with the fact that she was stillborn. But my two subsequent pregnancies were 5 pounds 10 and 5 pound 11 ounces. So I do not make big babies. So taking things like vitamin D just to have a healthier birth weight, because sometimes they can fall in the preemie range if they fall underneath 5 pounds, and that includes NICU stays and additional cardio and neural testing just to make sure everything is okay. So for me personally, I like the idea that this coupled with the fish oil can kind of help with a healthy birth weight, as well as reduces that chance again from preeclampsia. Both my parents had high blood pressure, and I am getting older. I'm not as young as I was when I first started having kids. And so I want to make sure that all preventative methods, gosh, I can't speak today, you guys. It must be because I'm so excited. But I want to make sure that all preventative methods that I can do on my part, that I take advantage of. And of course, I spoke with my OBG as well as my regular physician about all the supplements that I am taking. So the next one is an oldie buddy goodie. And if you've been around with me before, I will kind of link my first TTC playlist, that video up above. But I took this years ago after I had my stillbirth, which is Vitex. I went to start TTCing pretty much right after I gave birth. And there's so many different things. When you miscarry or you have stillbirth or a chemical pregnancy, your body still is having a part of postpartum or, regulating itself. And so for me, I really like the fact that Vitex helps balance the hormones. And even though the rate of pregnancy you get from taking it is only about 26%, I think the balancing the hormones and regulating your cycle. So for me, I was just bleeding. It didn't stop. It kind of like stopped for a day and went right back on after having my daughter. So this really helped me. I took it for about 3 months and it helped just to balance everything out. I have been having some issues since I had my I.U.D removed, just with my hormones being all over the place. Hormonal acne, weight gain, all manner of things. And so for me, this has been helpful. It's like a good friend, a tried and true, where at the end of the day that it is helping me stay stabilized. And consequently, even though I have not conceived yet, my cycle has been pretty average, 26 days, ovulating either on day 12, day 13. It is pretty much a textbook cycle, which kind of gives you comfort, especially in the midst of so many changes when you're getting on or off birth control or just had a baby and you need it to regulate your cycle. Now, for my next one, no reason to be shocked. It is a prenatal. So I've kind of switched around my prenatals and I finally found my home with Nature's Made Prenatal. And of course, it's got a multi and DHA. So I wanted a prenatal where I didn't have to take 2 pills at once. It was just 1 pill. And let me show you, it might be a bigger pill. So some people might not like it. They prefer the 2 smaller pills. But I find that this pill itself is just really easy to take. I've never been a person who can't take pills, but you get all the nutrients that you need if you are trying to conceive or you are pregnant or if you're nursing or any of those. And there's other benefits for people to take prenatals, like people use it for hair and nail growth. I don't hate or judge. I'm using prenatals to TTC, and this has been the brand that I've liked the most. I've used some like pomegranate and things like that, but I don't really like the gummy ones. I just want the nutrition and I don't want the extra sugars and stuff that make it more processed or more flavorful, I guess. It depends on your palate. I rather just take my pills and my capsules and be done with it. Next, your girl's been having a little bit of digestion issues. I followed a ketogenic lifestyle for pretty much 2 years, and then I got a little bit bogged down with the weight gain and stuff after my I.U.D removal. And so your girl's been taking a little bit of a break because I was just discouraged, thinking that my I.U.D was the reason I lost the 100 pounds, and I got all in my feelings. But what I found my way to is something called Psyllium Hub. So Psyllium Hub is definitely a natural supplement. And so you pretty much use it for the benefit of it helps bring more water to your colon. And what that does is It's going to help loosen or soften your bowels so that you can go more frequently. So I like this as an alternative to fiber. Fiber can sometimes just make the digestion system itself, it could be a little too harsh for it. You got to blend it and you got to kind of watch what form you get it in. But with Ilani Husk, I've been taking it about 2 months now. I take 2 capsules, and these capsules, the other ones I didn't really show, but these capsules are pretty normal size or standard. I like the fact that it has definitely helped with the regulation of me going to the bathroom if you use a more low carb lifestyle. And I know in a lot of TTC journeys, when you strip it down, of course, they want fruits and vegetables, but it is about having a more non-carb dense diet or nutrition set, as well as making sure you're getting all the natural supplements you can and eating as organically as possible. I do apologize if you can hear the tribe in the background. They are super excited about the day and life in general, so they're living their best life. All right, so my last supplement is the Ilani New Balance. So this is probably my most expensive vitamin. It is $50 for 120 capsules, and you take 4 capsules a day. So this is literally a 1-month supply. And you're probably thinking, well, Sasha, why are you taking it? Well, I'm taking it because until I know absolutely what is going on, finishing my blood testing and things like that, I want to make sure that I am treating my body the best I can. And I saw a lot of great reviews on it, and I will be having a separate video when I get to the 1 month. I definitely am going to at least take it for 2 months, 2 or 3 months. I definitely know I'm going to do it for 2. I just want to see where things are at when I get to the end of the 2nd month. But I'm very excited about this product. I'm going to have a whole separate video about it, so please stay tuned. Make sure you subscribe to this channel so you can see, has this been beneficial or not. But these are the supplements I'm taking. Sometimes people can feel like there's a lot of supplements, but my goal is to ultimately, like once I conceive and I have my blood work done, I'll probably stop taking the Vitex. The vitamin C, as I mentioned already, is not things that I have to take on a consistent basis. I normally take them when I'm feeling a little bit sick or changing altitude and things like that. And I did want to show you these capsules because they are in capsule form. They are the same size as the Vitex. You just take 4 of them. And I like the fact that they're in capsule form. I haven't had any issues whatsoever. I haven't felt any change in my body negatively. But again, I'll have a whole separate video about these vitamins because I just have so much to say about them. But that has been today's video. It seems like it's a lot, but with the TTC journey and all that I've gone through from my first pregnancy and now trying to conceive, I call it the final 4 because we're hoping and praying that this is it once we're blessed to conceive. It does take a lot of work and a lot of energy, but we are more than willing to do what we have to. My husband has been taking some supplements just to help him and adding to his life. He is diabetic and has high blood pressure, but his is so managed. He has the lowest dose of both, and hopefully the high blood pressure will be able to be kibosh altogether. And so we're just grateful that we, have done a little bit of research, trying to do some things to get this baby cooking. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Please click that subscribe button. Stay tuned for the next video coming out later this week. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.